Hey everyone, it's Kyle Mulliger here, Deadly, and I'm going to be showing you how to get XModels into Call of Duty. Now, first you have to have downloaded the XModel exporter made by Regolith on the Infinity Ward forums. Link will be in the description. You also have to download Milkshape 3D, which is a free program, but you can't export until you have actually bought it. Also, you have to download the plugin for Milkshape 3D. I'll scroll through it to it real quick if I have the time. If I can find it really fast. It's made by ScorpioMidget, and I know it's a really weird name, but he's I guess he's retired or something now. He created these plugins just to make it so that you could import and export COD XModels and COD XModel exports and COD anim exports. But you have to first open up your XModel exporter. Alright, it'll give you that little error real quick. You want to scroll through to something that you want in Call of Duty 1 or Call of Duty 2, whatever Call of Duty you're doing this for. I'm doing it for Call of Duty 1, so vehicle, and then I'm going to scroll through. I want to get the tank, which would be T-72 tank static, and you have to actually import all these, so you just press retrieve file. I'm going to pause this until I'm done with that. Okay, I've now imported all these color maps, specular maps, normal maps, whatever they may be. You now scroll through to your surface. You click on your main surface, press preview surface, and it pulls up the entire tank. You want this in Call of Duty 1, or I do at least. So, close it out, press export.obj2, and you're going to want to select the folder that you want to export it to. I'm going to make a new folder named tank, open it up, and everything inside of it. You've got all these DDS files, and you've also got your OBJ and your HTML tags, which these are the tags that tell you where things are and all that. You don't need it right now. You've also got to have your Milkshape 3D up, ready, pull it up, and pause this until it gets up. Oh, it's up. Okay, now it's up. So you want to go File, Import, Wavefront, OBJ. And if you don't have this yet, you can always go through and actually go to their forums page and download their OBJ plugin. You also, all the links will be in the description for everything you need. So open that up, and it gives you all these things, these black boxes, right? Well, inside of the black boxes are actually the tank that you want. So you want to go through and delete all these no materials. So select them all. Or better yet, just go to the very end and delete them from the bottom up. So we're going to delete all these real quick. Delete, delete, delete. And yes, there are a lot, but that's because they're tags and all that. So you're left with the tank. It's all black right now because the materials are in DDS format and it doesn't recognize DDS. So we want to pull up the tank and change all these to .jpgs, okay? So I'm going to pause this, get it all converted using paint.net. Oh, before I do that, I just wanted to say that the two materials that are being used are T72 tread col DDS and T72 col.dds. So you don't need anything other than those two. So you go into your tank. So all you need is the tread col and the regular col. So you delete all the rest, 1, 2, 3, 4 that you don't need, and you don't need to convert in that case. Rename these. We're going to reload them in a second. Tank.dds and tread.dds, and open them both up. Save them as JPGs. I'm going to pause this so that I can cut back on time that it takes for the tutorial. Okay, now I've saved them both in JPG format, so you've got the two JPGs right here. We're going to delete the two DDSs. Sorry I'm moving through so fast, but I kind of have to. Now you load each of those DDSs, go to your directory that you extracted the tank to. This one is just the T72 col, which would be the tank.jpg, and this one is the T72 tread col, and that would be the tread.jpg. Now it's still not showing it for some reason, but don't worry about that right now. Now we want to go through and select all these that are the same and regroup them into group 1. Well, move it up and rename this one to group 2. Actually, you know, we're just going to make sure that we follow all the rules. Group 0 and group 1 would be better. Alright, so now you've got this, this entire tank model, and you're like, okay, what do I do with it now? How do I get it back into XModel format? Well, press File, Export. You want to export the XModel export. It's going to place an automatic bone at the center bottom of the model, and you want to tank.xmodel _ export. You want to just extract it to the folder that you're in, with your extraction so far. Alright, now I'm going to pause it while I get everything else. One thing real quick as an overview. I have it open it up as a text file, and it's really easy to see all the stuff in the text file. Go to the very bottom if you do this, and check to make sure that your materials are correct and that your objects are correct, and make sure you have these two materials where you're going to need it in the next step, and I'll show you what that is in just one second. Okay, so now I've scrolled through to my tools directory under my Call of Duty, well, I have it saved as Call of Duty flash drive. It's just what I named it because I had to keep it on a flash drive for a while. I didn't have a computer of my own. Okay, it's not a cracked version or anything. Now, you want to go into your model _ export, and these are all ones that I've done before, so I'm just going to delete those, delete this, and delete this, delete that. Now you want to create a new directory called tank, and go into your directory on your desktop that you've saved all this into. You need the tanktread.jpg, the tank.jpg, and the XModel export, and place them in the tank directory of your XModel export under your tools. Alright, all the rest of this stuff you don't need right now. So, now you go back to your tools directory, come into your bin, and open Asset Manager. What I want you to do is do exactly what I did. Pull up XModel, new entry, name it whatever you want, type rigid, and scroll through as your XModel export is your file name. Same for your medium load, and same for your low load. You need 1000 as your high load distance, 2000 as your medium, and 3000 as your low, and collision load needs to be set at high. Press File, Save, and go to your XModel export. Name it tank.gdt. Now it's saved. Now you want to go back to Tools, open it, make sure that it's there. It is. Go back, go to bin, and run your converter.exe. Now it's probably going to give me a shader error. Okay, mine always does that, but yours hopefully won't, and it'll convert it, and your location that you'll be able to find it in will be game, main, XModel. And all these will be your exported XModels. And if that would have correctly exported, it would have been tank. Just the name of it would have been tank. And then you'd also have to go to your XModel aliases. Or no, not aliases, sorry, your parts. And you'd have one named tank 0 in your parts, and in your serfs, you'd also have one named tank 0. And you have to make sure that you keep them in the correct folders when you're putting them into your mod. So, you know, that's about it. I hope that you guys, if you have any trouble, contact me, uzamakibaro93@gmail.com. Link in the description for everything you need. My name will be in the description. My email address is my YouTube email address, so hope that it helps.